What's going on, guys? Welcome to my review of Batman Arkham Origins for the Xbox One. Now, this game originally came out on the 360 and the PS3. This came out in 2013, of course. Since I am reviewing this game, and I've never reviewed it on my channel, I will be reviewing it, like, for the first time, of course. But, again, it's been, what, 4 years? So, not gonna beat around the bush with the spoilers and stuff. So, the story. The story is about Batman, his first 2 years of being Batman, and I like that because you guys know me. If you know my channel, I prefer a younger, slick Batman who is very aggressive, who thinks with his head, who is just brute strength, like a younger Batman, Batman who's not super intelligent, who of course he's smart, but he's got to think about it a little bit more, like a human would, like. A younger Batman for me is more of a human, Batman. So I prefer younger Batman. Like, mid-20s, sometimes 30s, but 50s, like, he's untouchable, alright? He's, like, damn near, like, unbeatable, and, that's why. So, anyway, so the story is Black Masks puts up a bounty for $50 million on his head. 8 assassins are trying to collect this bounty. People like Bane, Copperhead, Shiva, Deadshot, Killer Croc, who you fight in the first level, Firefly, a bunch of them, and etc. And another one of the reasons why I like this game is because you fight villains that you don't necessarily know, you never really met. Like, I never knew who Copperhead was when I first played that game. I never knew who, Firefly was when I first played that game. I never know who Deathstroke really was 100%. So it was really cool when I got to play this game and I got to fight all these different types of villains, like it was really, that was probably the best part about this game, was the bosses, which we will get to later, is probably the better of all the other Arkham games, alright? And I know Arkham Asylum was arguably good, but, we'll talk about it later. So, going on with the story. So, the story again, $50 million for Batman's head, right? And we thought, oh, we're going to fight Black Mask. He's going to be the main villain at the end. Well, that's not how it went. So, not going to beat around the bush. Spoilers. It's obviously Joker. But I will say it was very creative. Very creative how, Joker came up with this plan to, run Black Mask's operations. And, it was creative. I'll give him that. And I think that, for example, Batman, like Roger Craig Smith, he's a good Batman voice. He's a good voice for him. Like I never really, thought about anyone else but, Kevin Conroy, for example. Kevin, I love you to death, buddy, but I also love Roger Craig Smith. I think he does a great job as Batman, especially, younger, brutal Batman, it really works. And along with Joker, Troy Baker, those two's chemistry, they really work, you don't really think about it too much, but it works. It really works, and it's really good. I just love their chemistry with each other. Alfred is also a big part of this game, and, in the last couple games, you never really get to see Alfred a lot, you don't really get to talk to him, but in this game, you literally get to have conversations with Alfred back at the Batcave. And that's another thing. You never get to go to the Batcave except in Arkham Origins. Now, don't even tell me in Arkham Asylum where you get to, go to the Batcave on Arkham Island, cuz that don't count. Okay? That's like a mini fake Batman, all right? Batcave. So again, this game, it's kind of like a fan service almost. It's like, hey, here's the Batcave. Hey, here's an Easter egg about the Batmobile. Here we go. Hey, look at this. Alfred! Sorry, Batmobile. Just want to point that out. And literally, the best part about this game is like around the end where Batman is like thinking about like the entire game. He's thinking like literally going back and thinking about I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but literally, this is probably this story is probably one of the best Batman stories I have ever played. He's thinking about like, just I can't explain it. Roll the clip.
Repeat code 10. Any available unit. Repeat any available unit. Please respond.
Master Bruce, now is not the time for doubt.
I can't do it. I can't stop them.
No, you can't. Not on your own, but it's high time you realize that you are a man, not an island. And a man's strength comes not from just brawn and intelligence, but also from his allies.
One alert. The Joker has escaped from his cell and is leading the riots at Blacking. Repeat, the Joker has taken over the entire prison. Multiple casualties, multiple hostages. Again, we have lost Blacking. Captain Gordon is calling on anyone for assistance.
They need you.
No. They need us.
So let's talk about gameplay, because of course gameplay, gotta talk about that, because that's the whole point of the game, right? Now, yes, a lot of people will argue it's a copying from the original, like Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. Yes, but is it copying to build off of the last success? That's what Arkham City did. It built off of the success of the last game with its combat. This game takes it a step further by introducing new abilities. And I'm going to start off with this. For example, Batman actually has a fighting stance. Like in the original games, he literally just stands there. Like he never changes his body at all. Not even when he has like this much of health. Like he's still like just stands here. Like, but in this one, he's actually squaring up. He's actually like ready to fight, and I like that because it's showing that hey, he needs to move, do something. Don't stand there like an idiot. Like I don't know. I just feel like that was a great thing to add. Just a small little detail like that to add. But let's actually go into the gameplay now. Yes, there are a lot of moves in this game that are very similar. But there are also a lot of moves, like, for example, the ground pounds. He ground pounds a little differently. He'll hit you in the sides. He'll, hit you, of course, in the head. He'll hit you in the chest. Like, they added in different types of ground pound abilities. There are also a lot of great abilities, like, because in the original game you could use these combo takedowns where you break their arm. You can still do that in this game, but when you use the shock gloves, he grabs them and tases them and he smacks them to the ground. It's so satisfying. And then the ground pounding with shock gloves is faster. It's like 1-2, you're done. Next, like it took what it in the original had and it made it better. Build it up. Unlimited power. Look at those critical hits. Oh. And yes, I will get to the negatives about it. But it's still great. It's still great. It's still great fun, and it's a great thing to do. Like, I also love the other gadgets he has. Like, for example, the remote claw that you get from Deathstroke. Like, yes, he steals it, but at the same time, it's like, hey, this thing's way better than my line launcher. So he uses that. It blows my mind how and then like he can use the remote claw to shoot, and like they hang people up on gargoyles. That's fun. Like, it's super fun and it's super easy, And I also love like the upgrade system. The upgrade system is like, I love how you are rewarded for your ability to perform well in the game, which, you know, a lot of games don't do. Like, I know Arkham City did, I know Arkham Asylum did have like point systems, but like, hey, if you get punched, you get deducted points. If you lose your combo, you get deducted points. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I like how this game rewards you for being a good, like, predator and a good combatant, which is something I didn't really get in the last couple games, which I really appreciate. And even Arkham Knight didn't do this. So, let's talk about enemies, enemy types. Because enemy types are better than any Arkham game ever. Martial artists in this game, they're literally just one enemy. No, actually, no. There are two enemies. There are two enemies. You got your big guys, and you got your martial artists. Well, I'm going to start with martial artists. Martial artists are awesome. You go to punch them, they counter you, and then you can counter them. That sounds awesome, and it's so cool to watch them do that. It just adds a layer to the combat, you know, and then like they do like a double hit, and then he just does that extra move. It looks amazing.
Are you serious? Today's lesson, countering. Bonus lesson, never counter the master. Uh-oh, I had to scratch my... No. What did I just do to your other friend, okay? Didn't learn from his friend's mistake. Whoa. Got a counter kick over here. Oh. Counter. Oh. Yeah. Aw, crap, I messed it up. Double counter.
What are you waiting for?
Uh-oh, I don't feel the vibration anymore. My controller, that's not good. Please don't die, controller. Please don't die. I'm begging. If my controller dies...
And then you got these big, huge, Bane-looking dudes who are like mini bosses that you fight. They take a lot of punches, but it's awesome. It blows my mind how this game is still looked at as like the worst Arkham game ever. So let's talk about why it is. It is because of the glitches. The glitches hold this game back. The textures hold this game back. The textures, literally the graphics, the textures, the glitches, the bugs, the crashes are the thing that hold this game back from being better than what it could be.
Controlling it.
The drone! Hit it! Okay, so apparently they couldn't update the glitch for me where it pops up says damaged downloadable content and the whole thing just crashed. So yeah, let's try this again. Shit. Now I'm mad because I don't understand why that just happened. That kind of pissed me off a bit. That better not keep... If that happens again... Okay. Try this again.
And it breaks my heart because I really love this game. You know, I love the boss fights. The boss fights are probably the best out of all the Arkham games, in my opinion. Like, I feel like there was more effort kind of put into this, even though in the graphic department and the technical sides it wasn't. So it was like this weird combination of a group of people who wanted to make a good Batman game, but then there's the other side that was just kind of there for a paycheck, or they were just there because, you know, they saw an opportunity. I don't know. Like, who knows? But in the end, you know, I wish that it got an updated or something, but, you know, it's hard because Batman Arkham Origins is, you know, is my favorite Arkham game. And, you know, I played it on my channel, and it sucks that this, on an Xbox One, it was more buggy and glitchy than it was on the 360, which sucks. Like, I just can't believe how worse it got being moved over to the Xbox One. Like, I've never experienced so many bad glitches. Now, I don't know if it was because I was rushing the game or if it was because the game was just glitchy. I don't know. But in the end, it does matter. In the end, it does matter. You know, you can have the best boss fights in the world. You can have the best detective work. Literally, this game has the best detective work, and Arkham Knight steals it. Huh? Like, literally. Like, I don't understand. Like, literally, Arkham Origins made, like, the best type of detective side of Batman ever. Like, literally. Like, and I know Telltale, bless their heart, did a great job, too. But I love the idea of, like, you know, you can, like, you know, recreate crime scenes and do all that. Arkham Knight stole that. And people praise Arkham Knight, even though the Batmobile sections are... Whew.
A hit and run just outside GCPD. This was no accident.
Huh?
Victim is Nate Ramo, a member of the SWAT division. His whole team is currently under investigation by Internal Affairs. I wonder what he was doing here. Looks like he was thrown a considerable distance by the vehicle. I can use the spatter distribution to determine the point of initial impact. This is where Ramo was killed. DNA evidence indicates the car was traveling at a high rate of speed, but the angle of spatter shows the driver lost control and the car was weaving. I should review the crime scene, see if anyone else was hit.
I'm sorry, dude. You're pretty dead now. Right. Okay, you serious?
Chemical analysis indicates a specific brand of paint that narrows down the make and model of the car.
In the end, you know, Batman Arkham Origins is a very glitchy mess. It's a very fun, glitchy mess. And I just wish that this game could have been, you know, better. It deserves better. There's even, like, petitions out there saying that we want a remastered version, or we want... And I do. I want a remastered version because it needs a graphical update. It needs technical glitches fixed. If it had that, I guarantee you people are going to stop, you know, talking crap about this game. But I don't know, guys, but here we go. Here's my final verdict. Based off of the glitches, but based off of my playthrough experience, and yes, like I said, the game crashed on me like twice. It crashed, okay? But again, and it has glitches, and you know, but I wasn't really affected by the glitches. I wasn't really affected by the crashes, you know, and I was able to get through it. And that you know, kind of rounds it up to, you know, an 8 out of 10. It is an 8 out of 10, and I would say that for the Sorry, I bit my goddamn mouth. I would say that Batman Arkham Origins is also an 8 out of 10 on the Xbox 360 and PS3 because, you know, again, it's one of those games where, yes, it's glitchy, but it's like a fun glitchy mess, you know? So, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree? Do you love this game? Do you hate this game? Do you have a top 5, 6 list or whatever for this game? How many games were there? 4. There were 4 of them. Let me know what you guys think. And till then, guys, I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.